Alright, good morning. I am working the wheat in at a spread last night. Turbo Max going. It's doing an excellent job. I woke up at 2. I didn't get out here till like 3:30. So, but we getting her done though. I did a whole big section over here. Now I'm in another big field right now. So we just rolling. I would let you see my good looking face this morning, but obviously you can't see me, it's dark. So you're gonna just see this. Alright, so we're cutting soybeans. And right now they're 71, 78, 69, 14% moisture. So we'll try to cut a little bit more here. Got a couple green leaves out here in certain spots, but the beans are dry. There's a couple little green spots, but they're 13, 2, 75, 71, so the beans are dry. It's just like a spot right here. It's got a little bit of green, and the stems are beans dry, but it's got a couple green leaves on it. So draper seems to be working pretty good. She was throwing some Centricodes when I first started, and then it stopped. So I don't know. Maybe I had to work the kinks out since they worked on it. I don't know. I just did get her back, so it's working pretty good. It's like there's a little green spot, and then right here there's a little green spot in the field. But the beans are going pretty good. They're only averaging 49 right now though, so because that's sand hill. Nothing on that sand hill right here. There's a big hill right here. Alright, good morning. I came and got the Turbo Max big tractor. They just delivered wheat, so we got 135 more acres of wheat we're going to put in. And one thing we've learned is when you're pulling this Turbo Max down the road, same thing with our old turbo till, you don't go over 15 miles an hour. I see a lot of guys flying with them. You will blow tires on these things, even with them heavy glide tires that come on them. If you go fast with these things down the road with all this weight, because them things are heavy, you will blow tires quick. So we've learned to keep it right around 15 mile an hour going down the road. It takes a little bit longer, but you don't blow tires. That is one thing we've learned with Turbo Maxes. Turbo Tills, Turbo Maxes, whatever. You don't go fast down the highway with them, because you will blow a tire quick. 15 mile an hour, about the most you want to do. Alright, so we're back to cutting beans. I did go on eBay and I bought a Gen 5 secondary display. I bought it, the farm didn't buy it. You can get them things on eBay at a really good price. I bought 2 of them, one for the console. So here we go. I just did make the first pass. I'm going to do the ends, open up the field, so I'll put you so you can see what I see. Early beans this year are doing okay. I've hit some spots that are 80 bushel, 90 bushel, and I've hit some spots that are 0. But they've been averaging right around 40 bushels. I think wheat beans are going to do way better. Just looking at them, I think they're going to do 10 times better. So that's what I think anyway. Seems like the later planted beans are the better planted beans. They didn't go through that heat spell. But these right here aren't doing bad. This is our neighbor, Mr. Johnny's soybeans. So I won't show you the yield, but they're doing pretty good. And I do got a closing wheel planted these soybeans, and I got a closing wheel out here somewhere that came off my planter, a metal one. I thought it was in the other field. I lost two, and the field I cut yesterday butts right up to this field, and I cut that whole field and never seen it at all. So I don't know where that thing's at. I didn't run it through the combine, so hopefully I won't run this through the combine. But I lost one here, I thought, in one of these fields, so we'll just have to see where it's at. But the beans look good coming in. But I think the wheat beans are where it's going to be this year. Is what I'm thinking. New draper is working good. They did an excellent job. Yeah, so everything's going good. I like having a second screen to see. You can put one page on your main monitor on something, and this will show you the other thing. Or in my spreader, I got the two of them, and once I set the main monitor, I like having a monitor right here at my vision, so I don't have to keep looking down. I look at that monitor in my spreader all the time. I don't even look at the other monitor unless I'm adjusting something. I like having the secondary monitor right at face level. That's my opinion. That's just what I like. So. Little grass spot. Nothing's here. I'm not going to cut it. Grass will definitely mess your cutter bar up quick. I sprayed some spots here, and I didn't even think about coming and spraying this. I wish I had now. Sprayed. There was some grass up here. I sprayed it. This will probably be 108-day seed consultant corn next year. I think this big field here to my left is going to be really good soybeans. You got a couple spots that probably aren't, but for the majority of it, I think it's going to be pretty good. I'm going to go work this front field, because that's where I got the truck at. I don't have a green card over here. I tell you, I wish I had a longer auger. I don't have the. I got the 22.5 foot. I wish I had the 26 foot auger on this combine, because with this draper head and that auger, that grain cart's got to get really close to me to unload it on the go. I don't know if Big Lou can handle that or not. And it's Mr. Ben, his son. It's his birthday today, so wish him a happy birthday. You've seen him on the thing before on here. It'll work up here. This shows me all my varieties. That's what I like about the G5, is that it shows you varieties where you plant. The minute you enter the field, like you'll see when I get in the field, it automatically comes up with my varieties that I planted in that field. I really like that. Before I would have to manually put it in the other one, and half time I couldn't figure out it wouldn't work. So, but this right here automatically does it. I like it. Tap on it. Let's see where they change it. There you go. have to see what Ben's going to do with his 4440s. He's got two 4440s here that he might be selling at some point, and they're in excellent shape if anybody's interested. I mean, these are probably the cleanest 4440s that you'll ever see anywhere. So, I'll have to ask him what he's going to do if anybody's interested. But they got two really nice 4440s. I think that they'll probably be letting go at some point. Alright, well, you get the gist of it. Alright, so I got a little rider with me. What's your name?
My name is John William.
He always gives the middle name, John William. It ain't just John, it's got to be William also.
My whole name is John William.
That's not your whole name.
That's my first name.
No, your middle name is John William Carmy.
It's John William Travers Carmy.
Oh my God, who has four names?
I'll tell him to ask my dad.
So, anyway, his boyfriend's name is John too.
I do not have a boyfriend.
It's not a big deal, nobody cares.
Like I told you, Dad.
It's 2025, nobody cares. It's not a big deal.
I have a girlfriend, not a boyfriend.
He is a she-man, apparently.
What's a she-man?
I guess your girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever it is. So anyway, we're cutting soybeans. Rolling right along. There's his house over there. I'm going to kick him out of the combine and make him go over there.
You're not kicking me out
There's
of
his
the
pop-up's house. Damn boy wants to ride with me for hours and hours at a time.
It's going to stop him from smoking.
I got like 10 women standing in line wanting to ride, and then I got him in here blocking me.
Nobody's taking up my seat.
Oh. Anything else you want to say to the YouTube world?
No, but see ya.
Cutting soybeans. You want to say hi to the ladies?
Hi.
Still cutting these beans right here, doing pretty good on this side. They're running 55, 60, but that's a pretty clean sample. You got a little bit of stuff in there, but I'd say that's fairly clean for having everything factory stuff. And if I had sponsors like Larson, I could have the new style concaves from Mad. I think Bushel Plus sells them, but they're Mad concaves. I really like them. They look like they do a really good job, and you can interchange the centers of them. You don't have to take the whole concave out to recalibrate them. I like to re-level them. I do like them Bushel Plus. I like to get a set for this thing, and I like the thing you got from Sloan. I actually had been looking at that prior to seeing that video in the feeder house. You take these brass bars out or whatever, and you bolt that round plate with they got like the little augers on them, and it feeds it more even in your to your concave, to your rotor, and you don't have all that grinding tearing your crop up. I think between that thing and the feeder house and the new concave set, I think you'd have about $8,000 total, and a new combine's $1 million. And we've did a lot of work to this combine. We put a hold on, let me get turned around. Completely rebuilt the draper, so the draper's good. Like I said, I just picked that up when I got back from Deep Creek. We put all new sieves and everything in her, new chains. I paid and updated the monitors myself. Got all new auger gearboxes, all new augers in the auger, the swing auger. We put new augers in there. put a new gearbox at the top of the auger where it bends into the combine, and then put the new lower gearbox on. So new tires, you saw that in the other video. So you get new concaves, and I like them. A lot of people talk about them. My buddy Temple has the what's it, the Codex or whatever you hear everybody always talking about, those concaves. But I'd rather have the Mad concaves that Larson's has from Bushel Plus. You can change them out for corn and everything, but you don't have to take the whole concave insert. You just take that 2 bolts, that center thing, and that's it. If I had sponsors like they do, I'd just be running them now. But I don't get you see how they're all running the grain carts, Brian and Tripp, they all get these grain carts. I've been bitching about a grain cart for years. I had to go buy my own. They just let them guys already have grain carts, and they let them use other grain carts. But I like to get that, and then the feeder house accelerator, that kit from Sloan, that looks like it does a really good job. Them 2 upgrades, and this combine is, other than the year, it's practically the same combine. I mean, it's practically a new combine. And it would be nice to upgrade to a newer used one, a newer 780 or a S7800 when people start trading them in. But damn, they still want $500,000 for a used combine. Man, you just can't do it. We bought farms, 150-acre farms, cheaper than that. There's no way on a used combine I would ever give the $500,000. It's just stupid. It's not worth it. And then a new combine, it's $800,000 for the combine. That ain't counting both heads. Now, I would like to have a folding 12 row with the chopping head. I would like to have that. That would be sweet. But as far as the combine, not the heads, I mean the draper's completely redone. But as far as the combine, the Bushel Plus concaves and the feed accelerator, that new kit that goes in there, and about $8,000 you'd have pretty much a new combine. This other crap with $500,000 here or $1 million for a combine at $4 corn, that's stupid. I mean, as much as I like want newer equipment and would really like to have a new combine, I wouldn't even consider spending that kind of money what they want, especially at the dealership around here. I feel like they're really high on equipment. Now, as far as equipment goes, what we really need is a little 150 horsepower tractor, 4-wheel drive, to replace our old 4440. Here's my equipment list. This combine lasts 4 or 5 more years. So yeah, I'd like to have a newer combine, but 4 or 5 more years, this one would be good. And let me get my speed right here. But as far as equipment, like I would like to update the sprayer, get a new used sprayer to us, a R series. I like the R calves. Get a new R series sprayer, a used one, trying to find one right deal, and a little 150 horsepower tractor, 4-wheel drive to do like the mowing and all that crap, and then eventually a water trailer. I definitely need a new water trailer. We did get one from our neighbor here, but I'd like to have a newer one, like one of them Demcos or something, but damn, they want 70 grand for one of them, so that's probably out of the question. But just sprayer and a little 150 horsepower 4-wheel drive tractor, and really that's it. I mean, eventually we'd have to upgrade the R tractors. I mean, they're getting hours on them, and they want 50-60 grand to rebuild a motor if something happens, so you might as well just trade the damn thing in. But I don't know, sprayer and a little tractor would be pretty much what we need. I'd like to get, like I said, get the feed accelerator in this thing and the concaves, and there ain't much difference other than the joystick and the newer 780s. So what the hell? and this thing doesn't have depth. So, I mean, eventually we're going to have to get something, but if we could do them little upgrades for 5 years, yeah, this combine right here lasts. So, it would be nice to get a different corn head. We do have an older style corn head for this newer style combine. I would like to get, I mean, I'd even be settled for a 608 chopping head, but I definitely want a chopping head corn head, because it does do a good job. And then that will limit our one pass with the Turbo Max putting wheat in after corn. So I don't know, that's just it. But anyway, that's the video. I'm cutting soybeans here. You got bad spots. You got spots where you hit 0 to 20, and you got spots where you hit 40 to 85, you know. So it just depends on where you're at in the field. Early beans, I think the wheat beans are going to have massive yields over the early soybeans, in my opinion. So, but anyway, I'm back from Deep Creek. I do have to go back up and do some more work. But we're going to get caught up with the soybeans and get the wheat in that we can before I head back up. So I figured I'd make a video for everybody. So there you go. See you later.